Maine, do you care about macro narrative? Banks down for Bitcoin's turn. So this is a very interesting time right now because effectively what we have seen is we've seen Bitcoin disassociate from the stock market. As you guys know, this correlation has been pretty lockstep for a long time. And now we're seeing Bitcoin rally huge with the stock market looking kind of shitty. There's a lot of uncertainty in the market. This is what Bitcoin was built for. Bitcoin is not meant to be built for just being a proxy of the S&P 500, just a higher beta, leveraged version of equities. That's not what Bitcoin was supposed to be. This was supposed to be a safe haven, right? This was supposed to be something that you put your money in and it was safe because it's decentralized. There is no bank holding all of your money. This is what Bitcoin was built for. In Satoshi's white paper, this was the vision, is when banks and the traditional financial system starts to fail, you have crypto. You have Bitcoin. So what we've seen here is it disassociate from stocks, and we've actually seen it trade like gold. Gold had this massive rally. I'll find the tweet where I tweeted about this. I'm like, this is an area where I'm interested in buying gold again. So we're seeing Bitcoin trade like gold right now, which is great. And I do believe that this is a good thing, what we're seeing right now. There's uncertainty with the banking system right now. There is uncertainty around, the government and the financial situation. And here we go. 1842, this is that order block that I have marked there. I said, this is an area where I'm interested in longing gold. There you go. So this is what Bitcoin is built for, man. And I really hope that this narrative can stick. Now, what do I think is going to happen? I think there's a very good chance that because of what's happened with the banks, this is going to be forcing the hand of the Fed to either pause the rate increases or to cut the rate increases. So don't raise it by 75 bips, 50 bips, maybe only 25. So if we see a pivot from the Fed, that's going to be good for Bitcoin and for risk in general. But the question is that temporary or is that going to be a permanent shift? Right? Because if they just start cutting rates or at least pausing the raising of rates, we can see things rally, but then they could say, okay, everything's now back in control. We're going to start raising interest rates again. And then we're back in that QT, quantitative tightening environment that we've been in for the last year plus, which has seen prices of stocks and crypto, et cetera, drop while risk off stuff like treasury bond yields skyrocket. Real quick, guys, this video is brought to you in partnership with UTrust. So as you guys know, I've been working with UTrust for a while. This is a company that I have invested in personally, and they've continued to iterate and grow and get more market share over the last couple of years. And with all the craziness that's going on in the crypto space right now, it's great to see a company like UTrust still focusing on privacy and making a real world use case for crypto for payments. So you can do online payments with digital currencies. It gives e-commerce businesses the ability to accept digital currencies and get all the benefits of that you wouldn't get with traditional payment methods. Used in over 180 countries, nearly every industry. They support more than 30 currencies worldwide, and they're partnered with some of the biggest businesses and organizations around the globe. What's really exciting is the transition from UTrust to X-Money. X-Money is going to be part of the larger vision of the Multiverse X, which is going to be encompassing decentralization, privacy, and the metaverse. And UTrust, which will soon be X-Money, will be handling the payment aspects of that vision. So very exciting stuff coming from the UTrust team, and really appreciate them for supporting me and the channel. We want to go back to a place of quantitative easing. No rate hikes, rate cuts, things like that. So it's going to be a very interesting week. And what we have to determine, is this a permanent shift? Is Bitcoin now permanently dissociated and it's going to go on its own secular bull market regardless of what stocks do? Is this just a temporary dissociation? What is the Fed going to do? It's going to be a very interesting year. Really, we're going to have a lot happen this year. We have the halving is going to be in just over a year, I think 14 months. So there's a lot of confluence where, hey, we could be setting up the environment for another bull run. The question is, where do we go first, right? Do we trade higher and then make new lows? Or is this it? Is this the bottoming area? And the bottom's already in, and maybe we range a little longer, but the bottom is in. I don't know yet. I don't need to know. What I do well, guys, right? I always talk about this, is I'm trying to predict where is price most likely to reach to next. and can I make money on that direction? It's not about determining is the bottom in. It's not like, hey, we're going to go above here and then make new lows. I don't care. I say, what's the most likely area for price to go to next? That's perfectly encapsulated here. We took out all the swing lows. We're trading below it. What's the most likely direction next? Well, probably some of these highs. And now you zoom out even more. We have these effectively equal highs here. I don't think these hold at all. So I think there's a very good chance that maybe we get a bit of a pullback, but we're definitely going to blast through 25K in my opinion. It's just a matter of time, but I still think that the direction is up. So I'm still going to be looking for reasons to be bullish and reasons to get long until a little higher. How high this goes and how high this overshoots, I don't know, right? We have this gap here that is still partially unfilled. And then we have clear resistance in these, kind of former lows and an order block. So this is like 27 to 30K. I think that is the overshoot potential, is whether we dip a bit first or not. It's a move up into this area, and then maybe we get bearish again or we short. I don't know yet, right? But the next move I think is still higher. I still think we go through 25K. So I'm using that to frame my trades. And you can use this level now, in my opinion here, right? So we have a clear 12-hour fair value gap right here, combined with kind of like a breaker almost here. So effectively, if I'm a bull, I want to see us stay above this gray box. Yeah, we could maybe come back and retest into here, but I don't really want to see us trading below 22K again. I want to see us continue to push higher. I want the pullbacks, if they happen, to be relatively shallow, and I want to aim for higher prices still.